I'm not really sure. I was actually gonna see if like for a few minutes this morning I could
Mom,
watch, you know, when you guys dial just to see
oh my
how
God.
you get in the flow. I feel like that'd be a good, you know, learning step.
Click the start button on your screen. Your dial session will begin. Let's do it.
Call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
You guys can all hear that.
4 7. This call may be recorded for quality assurance. Thank you for choosing McDonough Roofing. Please press 1 to be connected. Please leave your message for.
Well, hopefully I connect to somebody. I've never actually cold called in front of anyone. This is kind of fun.
This is 470-512.
Cross my fingers I get somebody nice. Another thing we could do too, which is super cool, is if any of you guys are struggling today and you want help, I can listen into your call as it's going on, and I can even. And so not only can I hear the conversation without them hearing me, but I can whisper into your ear the perfect things to say, or it's called whisper. Um, so that can help you get really good really fast. I can do that for anyone, any day. And also, if like you're botching it, I can barge in and like take over the conversation and still get the book for you. So if anybody wants that any of these days, I'm happy to hop in and do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, I sold
7 7
tax
0.
resolution services at one point, and it was amazing. I got really good really fast because my manager, he would just listen to all my conversations, and like I didn't know what to say because I was new, and he would just tell me in my ear. Oh, and I'd immediately just like repeat what he said, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that sounds good." I'd be like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" I don't even have to know what I'm doing.
Sorry, your call cannot be completed.
Oh, here we go. So I'm getting a call back. Hello, this is Christian.
No, I had a missed call from you number.
Yeah, is this JX Restoration?
Yes, sir, it is.
Got it. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was actually a sales call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds?
What is it? What are you telling?
Yeah, so just let me have 30 seconds and then I'll tell you. And if you don't want to talk to me at the end, we can end it there. Fair enough?
All right.
Awesome. So I typically get invited in by owners of roofing companies who have perhaps the honesty to recognize that advertising is a bottleneck to growth. And so they're probably frustrated because they're stuck relying on referrals. And when they do spend money on ads, it just doesn't bring in any clients. Or maybe it does, but it's just not profitable enough to keep at it. I get the feeling you're probably going to tell me like none of that applies in your world.
No, I could barely hear you. I have some fans going over here where we're working.
Gotcha. All right, I'll repeat it for you. Sorry. So I get invited in by.
I can,
Huh?
I can barely hear you anywhere. You can call back later.
Sure. Is it just the fans, or can you get to a better spot where I can maybe repeat it for you? I'm only looking for about a minute of your time.
Yeah, well, we're in the middle of literally painting, so I'm on a ladder.
Gotcha. Do you guys? I thought you guys are a roofing company. No, you do painting as well.
Yes, sir, we do many things.
Many
We're a
things.
general contractor.
Gotcha. And are you the
Yeah, I'll
owner?
give you a call back once I'm done here.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. I'll give you a call later.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. Well, that failed. Keep going. All right. Couldn't hear me, so you can't really overcome that objection.
Thank you for calling RJH. This is Lee.
Hi, Lee. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is actually a cold call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds? Awesome. So I typically get invited in by owners of roofing companies who have perhaps the honesty to recognize that advertising is a bottleneck to growth. And so they're probably frustrated because they're stuck relying on referrals. And when they do spend money on ads, it just doesn't bring in any clients. Or maybe it does, but like it's just not profitable enough to keep at it. I don't suppose any of that applies in your world.
It can, but we are a general contractor, and while we do appreciate your time, and like I said, definitely didn't want to hang up on you, but we are just not interested.
Yeah, not interested in what?
Just what you have to say today.
Wow, okay. I've never had that response before. I'm curious, are you someone who makes decisions with regards to how the business functions?
No, but I do try to, check these type calls and whatnot versus what we have going on. But again, like I say, you asked, if I wanted to give you 30 seconds, and so I did. So I do appreciate your time today.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I used to work with the largest roofing company in Colorado, a company doing over $55 million a year. Helped another company add $3 million a month in revenue within 7 months. So I'm not here to try to sell you on one thing or another, but I'm pretty sure the owner of the company would be really disappointed if they missed out on the opportunity to talk to me because I'm not your average, Joe Schmo schlepping some who knows what product. When I sit down with a business owner, I literally help them figure out the number one bottleneck to growth in their business. And then from there, solve that piece, which usually elevates them to the next level. So it's different than probably anything you've ever heard of before. Is there any possibility that I might be able to talk to him?
Well, they're not in the office right now, and I would be happy to take your name and phone number.
Definitely. And who would that be that I'd want to talk to later?
The owner of the company is Roy Hill.
Roy Hill. Solid. Fantastic. Well, yeah. If you want to take down, well, actually, I'll just try Roy back. When do you think would be a better time to try and reach him?
Probably either later in the week or at best probably after the holiday.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Mhm. All right. So I didn't really get anything there, but it's like just always push forward, always try to do something. Then now, oh, can I not Roy Hill? How do I want to disposition this as a reception. Transfer call. There we go. So reception. So now, let's pause this for a second. Um, you guys want me to go for 5 or 10 more minutes, see if I can get a set, or should we chat?
I think we should go until you get a set.
All right. We'll keep this going. We'll see what we can do. Um, but yeah, so now it's like I've got that dispoed as a receptionist, and then next time when we call, since I have the guy's name, I could just be like, "Hey, is Roy in?" Oh yeah, it's just Christian from Sun Valley. Roy? Oh, cool. And then she might just pass me through, thinking like she doesn't know who I am, and it sounds like I know the guy. All right, cross my fingers. Could take a minute. Hopefully, I get a business owner. If I can get them on the phone, they don't have fans going. I should probably get them. Calling for a year.
and thank you for calling Home Pro Remodeling. We are happy you be called.
10 Metal Roofing. I'm gonna DNC this. We don't need any metal roofing companies. Metal roofing is just in a whole different domain. We don't want to talk to any of them. All right, well, while I'm doing this, I suggest everybody start scraping leads, and then when I connect,
7706.
you can pay attention. But that way, you know, we'll be being productive instead of just sort of hanging out in silence.
Calling New York City Real Estate Investment. You will call is very important for me. Please leave your name, phone number.
Thank you for calling A1 Roofing and Remodeling. Please hold for the next available operator. For quality assurance purposes, this call may be monitored or recorded. Please line.
Good morning. Thanks for calling A1 Roofing and Remodeling. This is Rena. How can I help you?
Hi, Rena. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is actually a sales call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds?
Well, I'm actually there to get so I'm sorry you do have to try to pay.
Gotcha. I'm curious, does the phone number typically go direct to them, but then you are just there outside hours, or are you like in office? What's your situation?
Outside of office, and we just get calls from like phone lines and business.
Gotcha. Okay, so if I called back, it would go direct to them if it's at the right time. Perfect. Thank you. All right, so like that one, if all their calls got routed elsewhere, I would have just DNC'd it but it sounds like I could get direct sometimes. You're unavailable. Strange. If you're watching all those YouTube videos where it's always the perfect setup, they instantly connect. They set one. I'm like, oh, come on. Getting
You can reach Shane Brock without your free. Please leave a message. The call will be recorded for quality assurance.
Hi, you've reached TMBN Construction. Your call is very important. Please leave a message or send me a text on how I can best respond.
all right. Well, I'll keep doing this till the hour.
Thank you for calling Team J Syracuse. Our office hours are Monday through.
So yeah, let's try to get, you know, at least 100, 150 leads scraped right now. And then if I haven't gotten the right person on or I haven't booked one, so be it. I'll try again tomorrow. But I really hope I get a business owner or two on the phone because it's pretty easy once you get the hang of it.
Hey, this is Josh at Zero Roofing. I'm sorry I can't get to the phone right now.
But you don't do any double dialing. You just go.
Yeah. Yeah, later on we could probably connect it to Close. And Close is a dialer. It's like $300 a month per person if you get all the fancy bells and whistles. But then we can have like 7 of us dialing at once, and it'll dial like 30 numbers at the same time. And so you just get connected with people super, super fast. And then it scales up and down the amount of dials it's doing at the moment based on how many people are dialing. So if one person's dialing, it might dial, 2 to 5 people. And if you got 10 people dialing, it might dial 50, 60, right? And then like it just ramps up and down depending upon who's connected and who's not. So you're just like almost always on the phones. So that'll kind of be like the next step once we really get this going good.
Thank you for calling RCB Roofing. Please press 1 to be connected to a receptionist.
Well, I'm not good at getting by receptionists, but we'll see what we can do.
Thank you for calling RCB Roofing. One moment, please.
Sure. All right. I don't know how long I'm going to be on hold, but since I know it's a receptionist, I'm just going to move on. I want to find a business owner.
How can I help you?
Hi, I'm going to be honest with you. This is actually a sales call. Would you like to hang up or let me have 30 seconds?
What's the sales call in reference to? What are you trying to sell?
Yeah, so I'll get right into it. So I typically get invited in by owners of roofing companies who have perhaps the honesty to recognize that advertising is a bottleneck to growth. And so they're probably frustrated because they're stuck relying on referrals. And when they do spend money on ads, it just doesn't bring in any clients, or even if it does, it's just really not profitable enough to keep at it. I don't suppose any of that applies in your world.
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes you say that?
What you just said. I'm paying for ads and the leads are not that great. So everything, I mean, you know what's going on. That's why you're trying to call me and sell me something. So you got to offer.
You got it. Yeah. I mean, we have something really amazing. When we sit down with someone, we don't just sell them on one thing or another, because we know that, Facebook or Google or landing page isn't going to suddenly solve all the problems in your business. So we actually do things that are really high level. We sit down with you and really figure out, what is the biggest bottleneck to growth in your business, and pinpoint that, because we know if we solve that one piece, that'll really open up the floodgates so you can get to the next level. And we do lots of stuff. I mean, we work with 7, 8-figure companies. We've done all kinds of different stuff. I'm curious, what exactly are you looking for right now, if you don't mind me asking?
More business.
Like roofing jobs specifically, or what do you guys do?
Job specifically, but we do other home improvement things too.
Gotcha. And what do you want?
More jobs.
Yeah. Fair enough. I'm curious. Yeah, definitely. What's the issue with what you're doing right now? Like the ads and stuff.
Well, since COVID, we used to knock doors, but since COVID, it seems like everyone is very scared to come to the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to a guy last week. He had gotten his business up to 12 million a year, and now it's down to $1 million a year because of COVID. So yeah, I guess how many jobs were you doing before COVID?
A month time, we were at least doing 12 roofs. Now we're down to maybe 5.
Got it. And so do you just want to get back to that 12 at least?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if I told you I've helped other roofing companies, eliminate some of the same problems you've been dealing with and actually get stuff that's profitable, and we offered a 100% guarantee, so it'd be 100% zero risk to you, is there any reason you wouldn't want to sit down and explore that further?
Depends on the price,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and budget.
Sure, fair enough. Cool. Well, yeah, let me connect you with one of our executive consultants here. They'll actually be able to help you really figure out what it is that we can do for you. And depending upon, what you're looking for right now, we've got a variety of different things that could definitely help you go from 5 to 12 roofs a month. Most of our clients are typically able to get them an extra like 1 to 2 roofs a week, like instantly. But over time, I mean, it could be really, really big depending upon what you're looking for. Sure.
You want my mama something quick?
Yeah, no problem. Hello.
Okay.
Cool. Sounds great. Yeah, so I'd love to connect you with one of our consultants here. They're freaking amazing. One of them used to own a digital marketing company that helped his clients generate over $100 million. Another guy we got on the team recently sold his company to Caterpillar for millions. So these guys are like the best of the best when it comes to business, and they'll really be able to sit down and like help you figure out how to get back to that, 12 roofs a month level. And at the end of the day, if you guys both decide together that we can help you get there based on what our guy tells you, then awesome. And we'd love to do something together. And if not, that's totally fine too. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
Sounds great. Are you available tomorrow?
What time tomorrow?
Let's see. You're Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
So let's see here. Would you prefer early in the morning or later in the day?
Early in the morning.
Does 8 a.m. work for you?
Yes, it does.
Let's see here. And what is your name, miss?
Leslie Smith, the last name.
Leslie Smith. And what's a good email for you?
ReneeBell39@yahoo.com.
So that's,
What's the name of your company?
it's called Blue Collar. So it's,
Blue Collar?
yeah, Blue Collar. So Renee is R-E-N,
How you do?
what's that?
R-E-N-E-E. R-E-N-E-E.
Uh-huh. B-E-L-L 39
Yes.
at Yahoo. Perfect. And then what is the best number to reach you at that time?
678. The same number you just called.
Let's see. So I have it as, just double check. Oh, so it must be rerouting to you from like a business number maybe, because I don't have a 678 number in here.
678-862-9006.
All right, 678-862-9006. Perfect. And then, yeah, I'd be happy to answer a question for you if you had a question that you wanted me to answer before this call.
I was just asking what was the name of your company. I just tried to look it up, but it didn't come up.
Yeah, so it's called Blue Collar Labor. You'll probably be able to look us up that way. I'm actually doing this cold call for my team right now. I'm actually the owner of the company. You can look me up. My name's Christian Brown. You can check us out online on LinkedIn. And but yeah, I'm gonna connect you with one of our guys here who's awesome. truth be told, we got about 8 people listening into this right now, but that won't be the case on your next call. So I promise it'll be a super valuable call for you. I'm going to connect you with Christopher. So he's the guy who, sold his company to Caterpillar for millions of dollars just this year. And it's going to be a really, really valuable call for you. Is there any reason you wouldn't be able to make it tomorrow at 8 a.m.?
No.
Sounds great. Well, thank you for your time today. I promise we'll make it super valuable for you tomorrow, and have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Boom, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Renee Bell. Let's see, we got a different phone number in here though. So let's add a new phone number. Phone number. Oh, I shouldn't have. Let's see. I think cool. So I always want to update these things every single time. All right, so there's the new phone number. Let's make this. Let's see. Let's make that the primary. Then actions. Let's see. Can I switch this to? Oh, that thing's not. Set appointment. Done.
Goodbye.
So that's it. That's how you book a set. Honestly, I feel like I totally botched it because I'm super rusty and I haven't done any dials in like a month or like 3 weeks, but it worked. So the key thing is just like, so what I learned from that was this. What I always do is I know if I'm losing them. It's like fishing, right? You got to hook somebody and reel them in. But it's really easy for them to hop off the hook and swim away. And then you got to get them back on the hook again. And so for me, if I don't know what to say or what I'm saying is not working and they're just trying to hang up or they're like, what the hell is this all about? Like, I don't want to talk to you. I'm like, I need to throw out a bigger, better hook with some bigger, better bait on it. And I just start whipping out whatever I could say, right? And I know that if I tell her we do Facebook ads, we do Google ads, she's immediately going to hang up on me. So I always just use the same thing that I've told you guys about, right? So what we do all kinds of different stuff, right? And this, depending upon the conversation, I could be saying completely different things, but one that I use constantly is I go, honestly, we do everything you could imagine. We do ads, we do Facebook, we do Google, we do YouTube, we do cold calling, we do web design. I've helped people completely revamp their entire sales process, which helped with the company I told you about before, added $3 million a month to their bottom line in 7 months. They paid me to do advertising for them, and we came in and saw their whole system was like broken, and so we fixed the sales process. So at the end of the day, I don't know exactly what you need or what's going to be best to help your business get to the next level, because obviously we're not at that point yet. But fundamentally, we'd be able to sit down with you, help you understand the bottleneck to growth in your business, identify that, and then if we can solve it, we'd share with you how. And if you like that, awesome, we can do some business together. And if not, no big deal. We won't waste your time. We'll let you know, and that'll be the end of it. How does that sound? Does that sound like something that you'd want to, pursue? You'd want to explore further? They're going to say, of course. Awesome. Do you have your calendar? Book it. Then tie down, ideally a couple times, right? I just use one tie down, but so be it.